There's a moment that happens in quiet bedrooms all over the world. A cat steps onto the mattress, circles once, and settles in close. It looks ordinary, routine, and even. But if you share your bed with a male cat, what's unfolding in that small ritual is far more layered than it appears. Each choice he makes, where he lies, how he breathes, whether he stays through the night, is a window into a bond that most people never fully understand. Let's slow down and look at what he's actually trying to say. A male cat has options. Every room in your home is available to him. There are windowsills warmed by afternoon sun, soft cushions on the sofa, quiet corners on the floor. He could sleep in any of them, and yet he keeps coming back to you. That choice is not made carelessly. Male cats are among the most territorial creatures in the animal world. Their inner landscape is divided sharply between what belongs to them and what doesn't. When your cat presses himself against you in the dark, he is doing something ancient and deliberate. He is staking a claim. In the wordless language he was born with, he is saying, "This person is mine." Research published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior has shown that cats develop attachment bonds with their owners that closely mirror the bonds formed between infants and caregivers. Male cats in particular tend to concentrate that devotion on a single person. If he chooses your bed and nobody else's, that is not habit, that is loyalty. You have been selected, and the fact that he keeps returning is the quietest, most consistent declaration of trust he knows how to make. Look more carefully the next time he settles in beside you, not just at the fact that he's there, but at precisely where he places himself. Which direction does he face? Where does his body sit in relation to the door, the window, the edge of the bed? In the wild, cats do not sleep carelessly. They choose vantage points, elevated positions, tight corners, angles that give them visibility and reaction time. That instinct doesn't disappear in a warm house. When your male cat positions himself between you and the bedroom door, or lies facing outward toward the room while you sleep, he is doing exactly what his ancestors did. He has taken up a post. Researchers at the University of Lincoln observed that strongly bonded cats demonstrate what they describe as protective spatial behavior, deliberately placing themselves between their human and potential points of entry. Your cat may look completely at ease, but his placement is intentional. In his understanding of the world, you are someone worth protecting, and he has quietly accepted the responsibility. He doesn't do this for everyone. With you, he keeps showing up, same spot and same orientation, night after night. There is a difference between sleeping near you and sleeping on you. And there is a further difference depending on where on your body he settles. Each position communicates something specific, and once you recognize the language, bedtime takes on a new dimension. When a male cat sleeps on your chest, directly over your heartbeat, feline behaviorists believe he is seeking a resonance that stretches back to kittenhood, the rhythm of a mother's body, the warmth of being held close. It is the most intimate position he can offer. When he curls at your feet, he is still choosing you. But he is also staying mobile, alert, positioned to respond if the moment calls for it. It is closeness with a practical edge. When he presses against your pillow or tucks himself near your neck, he is entering a different kind of territory entirely. He is exposing his own vulnerability while resting beside yours. That is emotional trust made physical. And if he moves from one spot to another across different nights, pay attention. That shifting is not restlessness. It is information, and what it reveals is worth understanding. He can sense when something is wrong with you. Consider the nights when you've gone to bed carrying something heavy, worry, grief, exhaustion, without saying a word about it to anyone. And your cat arrives, closer than usual, warmer than usual, staying longer than he normally would. You may have dismissed it as coincidence. It wasn't. Cats who have formed deep bonds with a particular person become quietly attuned to that person's inner state. A study from the University of Nottingham found that cats register subtle shifts in their owner's behavior, expression, and even body chemistry. When your stress hormones rise, your scent changes and your cat detects that shift before you've consciously acknowledged the feeling yourself. This is why a bonded male cat will sometimes sleep pressed against you on the hardest nights, or shadow you through the house during a difficult stretch of days. He is not being clingy. He is responding to something real. He noticed, and he decided to stay close. What makes this particularly striking is that cats have no social obligation to offer comfort. They are not pack animals. There is no instinct driving them to attend to your emotional state. So when your male cat shows up for you in those quiet, heavy moments, it is an entirely voluntary act, a choice made because of who you are to him. A sudden change in where he sleeps is worth noticing. Routine, for a cat, is not laziness. It is information. When a male cat who has slept beside you for weeks or months suddenly begins sleeping elsewhere across the room, on the floor, somewhere he's never chosen before, most owners assume it's a passing mood. Sometimes they're right, but sometimes they're missing an early signal. Veterinary behaviorists have long noted that cats are extraordinarily skilled at concealing physical discomfort. They will not limp dramatically or cry out. What they will do is change their patterns, and sleeping behavior is frequently the first thing to shift. A cat who moves away from physical contact may be experiencing pain and quietly avoiding touch. A cat who suddenly wants to sleep on top of you when he never did before may be seeking warmth because his body is having difficulty regulating its own temperature. A cat who retreats to a hidden or unfamiliar place may be under stress or feeling unsafe in his environment. None of this calls for alarm at a single night's variation, but if the change persists for several days and arrives alongside other quiet shifts, a slightly reduced appetite, less eye contact, unusual stillness, then your cat may be communicating something he has no other way to say. The owners who catch these things early are almost always the ones who were paying close attention to the small, consistent details of everyday life. In sleep, he shows you what no one else sees. There is one last thing worth understanding, perhaps the most meaningful of all. Watch him sometime when the room is still and he has been asleep beside you long enough to go fully under. His belly rises and falls. His paws begin to move in tiny, searching gestures, as though he is needing something soft. Sometimes a purr surfaces, barely audible, more vibration than sound. This is REM sleep. This is the deepest rest he is capable of, and he is doing it right next to you. Consider what that means for an animal built the way he is. Every instinct a male cat carries tells him to stay watchful, stay guarded, and stay ready to move. In the natural world, a cat who surrenders completely to sleep in an exposed position does not survive long. The vulnerability is total, and yet here he is, belly soft, eyes closed, paws drifting, and completely undefended. A study in applied animal behavior science found that cats only enter deep REM sleep in environments where they feel genuinely and unconditionally safe, not merely comfortable, safe. So when your male cat reaches that state of twitching, needing, barely breathing stillness beside you, something has been decided at the deepest level of his biology. You are the safest place in his world, and in the only language available to him, he is telling you so. Night after night, in the dark, without a single word.